So the question I want to raise in today's video is, are you living in the past or are you living in the future? And I think this is a really important message that isn't mentioned often enough. This is a really important message regarding how we actually focus our attention. And I think in most cases people will often find their attention is usually focused on the past, on what has happened to them previously. But if we can shift our focus from the past to the future, then we put ourselves in a very different place. And the quote I want to share with you today is actually one that Neville shared on numerous occasions, but he also mentions it in particular in his book, The Power of Awareness, in chapter 6. And I'll just read this segment to you now. And he says here, the great secret of success is to focus the attention on the feeling of the wish fulfilled without permitting any distraction. All progress depends on an increase of attention. The ideas which impel you to action are those which dominate the consciousness, those which possess the attention. The idea which excludes all others from the field of attention discharges in action. This one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark. Philippians 3:13. This means you, this one thing you can do, forgetting those things that are behind. You can press toward the mark of filling your mind with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So I feel this passage raises a very, very good question for us today. And this question is, where are you focusing your attention? Where are you focusing your attention? Are you focusing your attention still on the dead past, your history? Or are you focused on the future outcomes you want to bring into your reality? This is a really good question to ask yourself, and it's a very honest question that will make you take a long, hard look at yourself. And maybe it's a much needed look at yourself. You will see if you are actually progressing with your view of the world or you are regressing with your view of the world. And when I say regressing, I mean that you're still focused on the past, you're still living in the past. By progress, I mean you're focused on the future and you're moving towards your goal, the mark, as it says in this brilliant quote from the Bible here, pressing toward the mark. And the other important point to raise regarding this quote is that it's actually very, very simple, straightforward, and practical advice. It doesn't require a massive leap of faith. It doesn't require any mystical interpretation. It's very simple, practical advice. And this is one thing you can do in your life today. This is one thing you can apply in your life today. You can start to shift your attention from focusing on those things that are behind you, and you can shift your attention towards focusing on those things which are before you and are in front of you. And this is so crucial, isn't it? If we focus on the past, we are focusing on a very limited outlook of the world. We are focusing on all the limitations we have previously experienced. If we focus on the future, we are focusing on unlimited possibilities. And if we focus on the future for long enough, we will start to feel a sense of unlimited possibilities within ourselves. And we will become aware of unlimited possibilities. This is the difference between focusing on the future and focusing on the past. One is a focus of great limitation, and one is a focus of unlimited possibilities. And if we focus on the unlimited possibilities, we will also find it very easy to feel this feeling of the wish fulfilled, because we are no longer focused on limitation. It's only our focus on limitation that raises all the doubts, the fears, the woes, the anxieties, are all based upon our focus on past limitations. So if we are able to shift our attention to focusing on unlimited possibilities that await us, we will also find it very, very easy to start feeling the wish fulfilled and to shift our belief systems to more positive ones. Anyway, I hope that was helpful to you today. Thanks very much for listening. Bye for now.